Now, before Barclays bombed Diamond, there were other banking executives hitting the headlines for all the wrong reasons. Perhaps the most infamous in the UK was Royal Bank of Scotland's Sir Fred Goodwin. He cost UK taxpayers $70 billion as he steered his bank to disaster. Dick Fuld was chief executive of Lehman Brothers in New York. Until 2008, he drove his company to the biggest bankruptcy in U.S. history. Buying bad mortgage deals meant it collapsed with $600 billion of debts. Jamie Dimon is the chief executive of J.P. Morgan Chase. One of his traders may have cost the bank $9 billion in recent weeks. Bartlett Naylor is a financial expert and the former chief of investigations for the U.S. Senate Banking Committee. He says Barclays may be just the first big bank to be caught in this latest scandal.
Well, with the banking industry now, since 2008, it seems impossible to fall off the floor, but we seem to have done that with the Barclays scandal close on the heels of the Jamie Dimon scandal. And I think there are many lessons that we should take away from that, but one of them is that these banks simply are too big to manage. The next news story in 1 week or 1 month or 3 months will be another bank that has been found to be manipulating and falsifying these same rates. It's embedded in the 68-page complaint that the U.S. CFTC, that's the U.S. regulator, the counterpart, if you will, of the Financial Services Authority in the U.K., they make reference to that. And I think a deputy at the FSA has also acknowledged that there are other companies that are involved. Ironically, Barclays, in admitting it first, might, when we look back at this, be one of the better banks, and that others that are not cooperating will suffer, as they should, even more reputational harm. And some of the trading manipulation took place in the United States, by Barclays traders who are domiciled in New York offices. The United States government entered an agreement with Barclays not to prosecute the bank on criminal charges, but preserves the right to prosecute individuals criminally. But as these scandals mount, we have hope that Congress will be enlightened and pass the reforms necessary that will at least reduce this flood of scandals that are happening almost on a weekly basis.